Hello, my savor, my manna friends. Right now, I'm getting ready to make some apple oatmeal raisin cookies. Well, now, we got some wonderful ingredients here. We have some whole oats, we got baking soda, vanilla, we got butter flavor, we have real butter. We also have raisins, cinnamon, salt, baking soda, baking powder, white sugar, brown sugar, and some apples that I chopped and I let sit for a day. Which dries them out just a little bit, but it doesn't dry them out completely. They will turn brown, which is okay. You can put lemon juice or some type of acid on it to preserve the color, but I really don't care about the color because it's going to have some cinnamon on it. It's going to turn brown anyway. So what I'm going to do is blend my wet ingredients first, which is my sugar, my butter, my brown sugar, my vanilla, and my butter flavoring. Extract, excuse me. And then I will get that all mixed up and I will be right back. So, my good people, this is my mixture. Here is my oats, my creamy oats. Now, I added an extra few ingredients. I added some 100% maple syrup, and I also added about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. This will help bring out the brightness of your apples. This is a very sweet recipe. Mind you, it has brown sugar and white sugar. Okay, so take into consideration, I have already dried my apples to my liking. Some people bake them to dry them. I don't do that. I don't want to do that. You can definitely bake your apples for about, I don't know, depending on how many you're doing. If you do about, I did about 6 apples, which yielded about 2 cups, 2.5 cups. You can bake them on a cookie sheet for about 15 minutes and let them get nice and brown and dry. I kind of want mine fresh and dry at the same time, so I do half and half, but I don't bake. I let them sit out. So now, this is a very thick dough. It needs to be thick like this. You need to also be able to see the oats and everything because your oats are going to soak up the sugar. They're going to soak up all the flavor from your sugars, okay? Your lemon, your apples, your raisins. I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to start getting it on the cookie sheet. I'll be right back. Alrighty, my savor, my manna friends. These are my first batch. So I have 12 on this cookie sheet. These are fairly large. These actually might run into each other, which is kind of okay because I think that's better if you're going to pile ice cream on top of it. But you know, you can get 2 cookies instead of 1. So anyway, this is my first batch. I'm going to put it in the oven, 350 degrees. And look, you can see all the apples and the raisins. Looks great. Turn the flash on, see if that works. But you can see really good texture here. So we're gonna see how these come out, okay? I'll let you guys try them too. So we're gonna put them in the oven at, again, 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. We're gonna check them in 10 minutes, all right? We'll be back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe or not. Also, try to make these. These are really easy. Everybody has oatmeal. If you're like me, you always have oatmeal and you always have flour. Always have raisins. We always have apples, baking soda. We typically already have these ingredients in the house. I don't have to buy, anything. I think the only thing that I added to my inventory recently was just the butter extract. Because I hear it's supposed to give some other extra buttery flavor. I don't use fake butter. I usually use real butter. So we're just going to see. I added a little bit to it. I want to see if I'll be able to taste the difference or if it bothers me. Anyway, don't forget to try this recipe. Let me know what you think. And definitely let me know what you want me to make next time. Hold on, they're going in. Okay, my good people. Okay, so this is how I like mine. And these are gonna cool. Around the edges, they're brown. Okay, I'm trying to get a good shot. You see the brown here? They're brown around the edges. Let me take this. Okay, that's better. Okay, see, they're brown around the edges. That's what you want. You want them to be brown around the edges, okay? Brown. because you want them to still be soft and chewy. Do not overcook them. They will become hard like granola, which is still good, because one thing about this recipe, if you fail, that's okay, because you can turn it into granola and put it on your yogurt and put it in your oatmeal. So you cannot really mess this recipe up unless you just completely scorch the sugar and then it tastes burnt. Okay, so these are going to cool off. I have another batch in the oven, and you can see they spread out, but I kind of spaced them apart good enough to where not all of them touched. I got this one that's touching, so technically that's one, so I call that one. Anyway, I'll be back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this recipe. Remember, I used flour, oatmeal, and you have to use whole oats so it can absorb some of the sugar. If you use the quick oats, it's not going to absorb as fast, and it's going to come out mushy and weird textured. You don't want to use that. You want to use whole oats or rolled oats. I use lemon, vanilla, butter extract, real butter, baking soda, baking powder. Okay, I use both. I also use 100% maple syrup. I use brown sugar and regular sugar. Okay, and I remember I dried my apples. And one thing about raisins, even if you get the cheap kind, they are dehydrated. Of course, you know that. They're gonna puff up a little bit with the moisture that's inside of your cookies. Okay, I'm gonna come back and let you try one of these. Okay, I shall return. Armani, I'm gonna make you a big fat cookie. Okay, I love you, my good people. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or not. And let me know what you want me to make next. I think I'm gonna make a really big Subway sandwich. Not a Subway sandwich, but a sub sandwich, because I make really good sandwiches. All clean meats, and they're very delicious, very tasty. Okay, I will be back to taste these cookies. Hello, my good people. So I have this, my first batch. I have another batch in the oven, and then this is my last batch here. You can definitely make them a lot smaller to make them more poppable, but they're huge. I got a lot of kids. We like big stuff around here. And then here's my big cookie. This one's gonna take a little bit longer in the oven. So once these smaller ones are done in the oven, I'm gonna remove these from this cookie sheet, and then I'm gonna leave this big one to cook for a while, because that one's gonna take a little bit longer. Anyway, this is it. I'm gonna make a frosting to go on these, because these, we kind of wanted to make an iced oatmeal cookie. We like the iced oatmeal cookies at the store, so, but those are harder. These are gonna definitely be chewier, softer, butterier, more, and these got apples in them, of course. So I'm gonna make that, and then we're gonna get it on the cookies, and then we're gonna set them in the refrigerator to chill for a little bit, and then we're gonna taste them. I'll be right back. So I'm ready to have these tasted. These haven't completely chilled yet, but we like to eat our cookies warm. So these are actually cooled off enough to where you can handle them, and they're not hot. One thing about the frosting, this frosting has been in the refrigerator. Okay. This frosting has been in the refrigerator. It actually had a lot of air bubbles in my bag when I tried to remove some, but as you can see, my frosting is kind of sloppy because I had air bubbles. But anyway, I didn't frost them all. Like I said, I still have a whole nother batch, and then I have another batch in the oven. So I'm going to pause this really quick and get ready to try this. Alrighty, my saver, my man of friends. Okay, so we have two cookies, and I have one over there and one over there. My good people, I had to turn the light on so I can blind them. They're going to try these cookies for me, and they're going to tell me what's wrong with them. One thing about my children, they have no filter, and they do not care that I'm their mother. So if something's nasty, ugly, stinks, or it looks funny, guess what? They're going to tell me. They look funny. So, how do they look? I mean, I gotta say, thank you, Jalil, for the musical interlude. They're pretty nice. I mean, they look nice. Hey, they look nice. All right, so smell them. How do they smell? Ew, don't put your nose in my cookie.
That was my cookie.
They smell like oatmeal. All
right.
My cookies. Okay. So let's see how they taste. Can you hear those cookies? Do they got
They talking to me.
They talking?
They're actually kind of glistening.
They glistening? Let's see.
Do you get these little sparkles
Let's see. Oh, it's nice and looks nice and brown on the bottom too, but it's perfectly golden. Perfect.
All right.
It's not burnt.
Ready?
Okay.
Mommy,
That is good.
That was really buttery, but good.
Like butter. The icing is like complementing the oatmeal flavor.
I like mine buttery. It's good.
Mine tastes better than yours.
Is it a hit or miss? Cause you know Mama be freestyling.
It's a smash.
Oh, by the way, my mom makes better cookies than all of you guys.
What'd you say?
I was just saying my mom makes better cookies than you.
Mind you, all these ingredients were already in the house. I didn't have to buy anything. We typically always have apples. Like I said, the only thing that I added to the inventory as of late was the butter extract.
That's my cookie.
They're fighting. Is it dry? How do you feel about the apples?
Stop taking this cookie or I'll fight you up.
Okay. All right.
I can't taste the apples all the way. I mean, I don't take the apple chunks. I just taste there's apple in there.
Okay. That's good. I don't want it to be overpowering. Thank you. Thank you, my good people. There it is. Savor my manna friends. I got this other one over here who's ready to taste it one. So thank you. Definitely like, share, and subscribe. Or not. And let me know what you would like me to make the next time.